A Walla Walla college is now under investigation by the Department of Education following reports of discrimination on campus. And a much-anticipated Tri-Cities Recovery Center will be unable to accept patients for over a year after significant delays.
And we're out with the air stagnation later today and in with rain and some snow in the mountains. I'll get you prepared my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Monday. It's the start of a weekend. You know what? We were wrong last week.
What were we wrong about?
The kids are still in school till Friday.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
But then they have a very extended
Gotcha.
break
I know
after
that some schools are out of school as of now.
It all depends on where you're at. I hope you're out right now. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to Monday. How was your weekend, Riley?
It was a fantastic weekend.
Good.
Saw lots of friends and family.
Excellent.
And now we're here.
Now we're here, and we're going to get you ready for the week ahead. Let's take a look outside. And good morning, Riley. Good morning, everyone. We have another morning like we've been seeing with a little bit of fog along the blues, but much better visibility-wise. And that air stagnation advisory for all of our areas will be gone by 10 o'clock today. We do have some scattered showers, so it looks like some rain in Yakima. In the upper elevations, we're seeing a little bit of rain-snow mix. It's mostly in the mountains, but Ellensburg seeing a little bit of rain-snow mix this morning as well. We have scattered showers. These will be pretty quick. They're going to move along very swiftly, but then we'll see some more shower activity come in our afternoon hours. Highs are remaining where they have been, upper 30s, some lower 40s in there. So we're trying to warm up, and we're going to slightly warm up towards our weekend. So we expect to see fog returning by Wednesday. These showers will continue through tomorrow. I'll let you know what your holiday weekend looks like. That's coming up. But air stagnation ends. Quick showers, snow in the Cascades. All of your forecasts coming up in about 10 minutes.
Whitman College in Walla Walla is being investigated by the U.S. Department of Education after reports of alleged discrimination on campus. There haven't been any details given by the Department of Education, but these investigations have become a lot more commonplace recently due to accusations of anti-Semitic, anti-Muslim, and anti-Arab behaviors on college campuses as the war in Gaza continues. Just last week, the Department of Education opened investigations into Rutgers, UC San Diego, and the University of Washington, along with now Whitman College. According to college officials, the school is fully cooperating with the investigation. Punishments could include anything from a written warning to being dismissed from college. Washington State Patrol has confirmed the cause of death of 21-year-old Evergreen College student Jonathan Rodriguez. The Thurston County coroner confirmed that carbon monoxide caused Rodriguez's death. According to authorities, 2 other students were treated for suspected carbon monoxide poisoning. They have since been released from the hospital. Rodriguez died in an on-campus apartment Monday night, but WSP says the investigation of the timeline and causes of this incident remain ongoing. A colorless and odorless gas, symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning can mimic the flu, such as nausea, weakness, and drowsiness. You can protect yourself by installing a carbon monoxide detector in your home. Kennewick police have announced 8 indictments after a year-long investigation by the Tri-City Metro Drug Task Force. Authorities released this photo of the evidence seized during the investigation. The task force's investigation began in 2022, looking into a drug trafficking organization with gang ties. According to authorities, the ring distributed fentanyl and meth in the Tri-Cities. The investigation resulted in the federal indictments of 8 people and the seizure of guns, 2 pounds of cocaine, 76 pounds of meth, 238,000 fentanyl pills, and $18,000 in drug proceeds. 7 suspects have been arrested. Investigators say 1 suspect remains unaccounted for. Governor Jay Inslee has announced a supplemental budget worth almost $71 billion, focusing on an additional $64 million meant to combat the opioid epidemic.
One pill can now take your life. The fentanyl's the nuclear weapon of drugs, and we've got to up our game against this scourge.
Part of the money would go to ensuring first responders have Narcan on hand so they're able to reverse the effects of an overdose. Governor Inslee also wants to set up 20 smart machines to provide Narcan in areas with high rates of opioid overdoses. The state legislature will vote on the governor's proposed plan when they return to Olympia next month. And the Tri-Cities community will have to wait longer than expected for a mental health and drug addiction treatment center. Benton County's deputy administrator says they had initially hoped to start accepting patients at the end of 2024, but there have been some delays that pushed the plan back by almost a year.
So now the team is telling us we're looking at the fourth quarter, probably late November of 2025, before everything would be completed. So we've had discussions, though, that if they are able to advance portions of the initial project earlier, that they would do that. I mean, each of the pieces that we're doing are capable of operating independently, and so they don't necessarily all have to be finished at the same time.
The Recovery Center would be spread across 2 buildings, each with a different focus. Coming up tonight on Apple Valley News Now, after the Seahawks game, we'll talk about how the county is working with the community to give people seeking help a much better chance at long-term recovery. Well, there's an issue impacting 911 call centers all around Washington state. According to Benton County Emergency Services, 911 callers maybe won't be able to hear ringing on the line while waiting for a dispatcher to answer. Benton County Emergency Services says if this happens, don't hang up, stay on the line until a dispatcher answers the call. Non-emergency dispatch says the problem is being worked on, but there's no estimated time repairs. A man accused of killing a family of 4 in Kellogg is expected to plead guilty to lesser charges today. Major John Kaler will likely plead guilty to 4 second-degree murder charges, which were downgraded from first degree. This change comes after mediation with an agreement from the state of Idaho, the victims' families, and Kaler's attorney. Kaler is accused of shooting and killing Kenneth and Kenna Guardippi and teenagers Devin and Aiken Smith this past summer. We'll return in just a moment, but first Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at the weather.
Welcome to Monday, everyone. Wheel, as air stagnation ends, we have showers already beginning, but we have fog returning this week, and I'll have a sneak peek at your holiday weekend. This is my first alert weather forecast coming right up.
And the holidays can be a hard time for some. When we come back, we'll hear from a local health professional about how to protect your mental health during the winter season. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Do more together this holiday. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $87.50 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
See your community Chevy dealers.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things Christmas. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Before the tree was trimmed, before the stockings were hung, and yes, even before Thanksgiving, it was already home. At McCurley, we know it's the people, traditions, and memories that make this season bright. And that's why we're here, because a vehicle is more than just a vehicle. It's also one of the ways you bring the holidays home.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen. And action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
New and current customers can get the iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
Sprinkle holiday magic into your home with Meredith Furniture's festive collection. Our enchanting designs, just like Santa's little elves, create the perfect atmosphere for joy and togetherness. From cozy sofas to elegant dining sets, each piece brings the spirit of the season to life. Make this Christmas truly unforgettable with Meredith Furniture.
From our family to yours,
Merry Christmas! Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Monday morning. While many people look forward to the holidays, for some it can be a difficult time, bringing up feelings of loneliness, grief, and depression. December is Seasonal Depression Awareness Month. With shorter days and a lack of sunlight, people who already struggle with mental health symptoms are at the highest risk of increased feelings of depression during the winter months.
They'll have feelings of sadness, maybe even feelings of hopelessness. Sometimes the people either feel like they want to sleep more, and sometimes they feel like they want to sleep less. People can find that they have changes of appetite. If it gets really severe, sometimes people can have thoughts of suicide or self-harm.
Psychiatric nurse practitioner Heather Morris says if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, discuss them with your doctor or speak with a mental health specialist. Later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll look into a few ways you can protect your mental health during this time. Well, respiratory illnesses are on the rise across the country, including flu, COVID, and RSV, just as Americans begin to gather for the holidays. Data from the CDC shows at least 17 states are seeing high or very high levels of respiratory activity. Nationally, flu-related ER visits are increasing.
RSV appears to be peaking in some parts of the country, but we are still seeing a lot of cases. Influenza, like it usually does, is running wild, and COVID-19 hospitalizations have been up for the past 5 weeks.
Right now, flu activity level is low in Washington and Idaho compared to the same time last year when the flu activity level was labeled very high. Even though the holidays are fast approaching, experts say it's not too late to get vaccinated, an especially important reminder for those who are high risk. Well, colder weather can make skin feel dry and uncomfortable. A dermatologist with the Cleveland Clinic says eczema can flare up during the winter, but skin can feel dry even if you don't have a pre-existing condition. Doctors recommend using a humidifier to introduce moisture into your home. Also, instead of taking hot showers, use lukewarm water, reduce shower length, and use mild fragrance-free soap that moisturizes. The doctor says to moisturize after your shower using a product that contains ceramide. Finally, use fragrance-free laundry detergents and fabric softeners because fragrances can get trapped in the skin and cause irritation. Coming up, a large swath of residents along the eastern seaboard are under flood and wind alerts as the storm system over there has slammed the south is moving north. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. More calm here, but showers are on the way. So is fog this week. All of your forecast coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
Enjoy nature with McBee Mountain being a short hike away, and return to Anilari, where every sip of wine showcases Washington's beautiful terroir. Try one of Anilari's house-made pizzas where creativity and unique flavors change seasonally to pair with their delicious full-bodied wines. Take in the views of Red Mountain and experience the true meaning of farm to table, showcasing the fruit of the land and their efforts. Make your reservation to visit Anilari Winery today.
My darling granddaughter, this camera was given to me when I was your age. May it capture your big, beautiful life the way it did mine.
It's so surprising what the little things can do. Wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody
Oh, Merry Christmas, Grandma.
You know, There's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it. You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance. We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices. Nice. That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
Magical moments, snowy adventures, warming up, making memories, a winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Tonight, after football, the Tri-Cities Mental Health and Addiction Center.
So right now we're looking at the end of 2025 to open the doors.
Find out why it's still about 2 years away from opening. Apple Valley News Now prime time tonight after the Eagles-Seahawks game.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your morning so far. Hope you had a wonderful weekend and pretty calm conditions out there. Yet again, we've had calm conditions for the past couple of weeks, and they are continuing this morning. So we do have a little bit of shower activity coming through. It is in the form of rain for the valley, but we're seeing a little bit of rain-snow mix for the mountainous areas. So be careful if you're heading into the mountains. Little rain-snow mix for Ellensburg, and we're having a little rain-snow mix trying to get into the lower elevation of the Blues. So just get ready for a little bit of wetness this morning. Maybe give yourself a little extra time. We do have a winter weather advisory from 1 o'clock today until 1 o'clock tomorrow for the eastern slopes of the Cascades, so coming towards Yakima, Ellensburg. Snow around an inch and ice is possible, so be careful if you are driving through that area. Let's take a look at our future cast, and those showers are going to move along pretty swiftly, and then we'll see another push coming at a little bit in the middle of our afternoon. We're going to see pretty widespread showers. Could even see a little rain-snow mix again for Ellensburg, but heavy cells at times. Then that will move along, then more showers in our overnight period into pretty much that's about it. Could see a scattered shower or two, and then we'll start to clear up as we head into Wednesday, but we do expect that fog to return on Wednesday. So possible rain into our Tuesday, and what's going on? Heavy showers on the coast, and we're just seeing a hint of that shower activity in our areas, but quite a lot of wetness coming into the coastal areas. So looking at our visibility right now, 70% Prosser-Hermiston, but our worst visibility again is in Pendleton, right around 10%. So keep an eye out for that patchy fog. We have an air stagnation advisory. It comes to an end today at 10 a.m. It's been widespread. So our air quality really hasn't, it's been in moderate to good, and it's mostly in the good zone this morning, but we could see it return, air stagnation advisory return on Wednesday. Look at this wind. It is light, it is nominal, and we are going to be seeing mostly light winds for the week ahead yet again. So just no wind action just yet. So our currents right now, luckily we're above that freezing level as those showers are rolling through most of our areas except for Walla Walla and Pendleton, right at that freezing mark. So chilly conditions again this morning. Our temperatures, yes, mid to lower 40s, upper 30s for the week ahead. So we're right around our average for this time of year. That continues. So our winter solstice just 3 days away. Christmas a week from today. New Year's Day, 2 weeks, a fortnight until 2025. 24. Let's take a look at those temperatures. Mostly mid to upper 30s across our areas as we are staying chilly. Hot spot, at least so far, is in Hanford, and looks like that is the case. So mostly mid to upper 30s today. For Yakima, a little bit of shower activity, especially in our evening hours, and then more showers tomorrow morning. Fog returning Wednesday. Looks like some chance of showers on your Friday, and then looking dry for your weekend, holiday weekend for most. Overnight lows a little above the freezing level till our weekend. Tri-Cities area, lower 40s to upper 30s for the week ahead. Fog returning Wednesday. Overnight lows above the freezing level until Saturday late night. In Walla Walla, very similar conditions, maybe even a little bit warmer tomorrow. So folks, widespread showers today. Pretty quick though in our afternoon. We're seeing a little bit this morning. They return overnight, and then drier conditions until we get to Friday.
This morning, a damaging storm barreling up the East Coast is expanding, kicking off this week before Christmas with treacherous travel for millions of Americans. A widespread 2 to 4 inches of rain are expected from Delaware to the Canadian border. More than 6 inches could fall in parts of New England, with wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour possible along the coast.
Fear, worry, anxiousness. Just figuring out how we got to set up for the next storm and what time the high tides are coming.
The storm already drenched Florida with tropical storm-like conditions. Parts of South Carolina got nearly a foot of rain, swamping Charleston. Hundreds of flights have been delayed at airports in Atlanta, Miami, and Fort Lauderdale. Beginning this week, until January 2nd, 39 million Americans are expected to fly, with peak travel expected this Thursday and Friday. This storm already putting a damper on holiday travel plans.
I'm excited, and but we're gonna have to wait in long lines, but it's fun.
All right, sorry about that, Mike. Folks, the Biden administration's 10-year planned $1 billion plan to increase the salmon population in the Snake River is stirring up a lot of controversy for supporters of hydropower and the dams. While President Biden did not call for the removal of the dams, several tribes, including the Confederated Tribes of both Yakima Nation and Umatilla Indian Reservation, say that's not off the table yet. Conservation groups sued the federal government in an effort to save several species of fish and claim the Snake River dams is the reason behind the decline. According to the agreement, the government says it will invest in new clean energy projects to offset the hydropower generated by the dams, but farmers and ranchers in the area say they depend on the dams and barges to ship their crops, and according to the Public Power Council, power rates could rise up to 40% or more without the dams. Multiple Washington legislatures and Governor Jay Inslee responded to the agreement. Republican Congressman Dan Newhouse says the Biden administration is catering to the wishes of extreme environmental activists that do not understand both the importance of the dams to our region and the consequences of their proposed actions. Republican Congresswoman Cathy McMorris Rodgers says she has serious concerns about the agreement and adds it jeopardizes the energy, irrigation, and navigation benefits that support our entire way of life, and it makes commitments on behalf of Congress without engaging us. Governor Jay Inslee stopped short of throwing his support behind the move after Thursday's announcement. He says he doesn't think the agreement is a conclusion, but it does make it much more likely that we'll have the information we need to make the decision. To learn more, you can visit our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Well, when we return on Good Morning Northwest, NASA has released images of a solar flare so powerful it impacted communication systems here on Earth. We'll take a look. That's next on Good Morning Northwest, and Riley will return as well, I promise.
The year-end sales event is on at Spec Buick GMC. We have the largest selection of trucks with the biggest deals of the year. Get up to $9,500 off MSRP on the 24 Sierra 1500 Coupe, plus no payments for 90 days. Or drive home the third-row seat Acadia or Buick Enclave and get 1.9% APR for 36 months. We've got almost 500 new and used vehicles to choose from. Come see us today in Pasco or online at SpecBuickGMC.com. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
The holidays are here, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your holiday gathering needs. Whole turkeys fully cooked and perfectly seasoned, just heat and serve. Turkey breasts, deliciously smoked or oven roasted. Or our famous slow-cooked spiral-cut hams, hand-glazed and caramelized to perfection. Complete your feast with one of our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard in the Planet Fitness Shopping Center. Or call 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of it in a new Honda. Whether it's traveling to the holiday family dinner in an efficient Accord Hybrid, or heading to a hike to burn it off in a powerful CR-V Hybrid. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Is your furnace worn out and a bit ugly? Apple Valley News Now and Jacobs & Rhodes present the Ugly Furnace Contest, your chance to win a brand new gas furnace. To enter, click on Contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com and follow the instructions. Everyone who enters gets a free system inspection. One second prize winner gets a 2-year membership in the Jacob & Rhodes Maintenance Club. And the grand prize winner gets the new gas furnace, including expert installation by Jacobs & Rhodes. The Ugly Furnace Contest from Jacobs & Rhodes and Apple Valley News Now.
When it comes to your loved ones, you want the best care possible. Being home surrounded by the things you love is vital for quality of life. That's where affordable at-home care comes in. We offer personalized home care plans to fit your specific needs. And for all new customers, your first hour is always free. Our experienced, loving, and caring staff is dedicated to serving you. Call us today for a free consultation. At Affordable in Home Care, we do more than just visit.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Well, check this out. NASA released images of the most powerful solar flare in 6 years. The fiery flash happened midday Thursday and caused some radio interference on Earth for a short time.
So the solar phenomenon known as a coronal mass ejection was captured by a spacecraft that has been monitoring the sun's activity since 2010. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Space Weather Prediction Center called it an amazing event. The last strongest solar flare was recorded on September 10th, 2017.
That is quite the amazing event.
Yes, and of course there are worries that the sun could throw a bit of a fit and it would throw off our cellular phones, it would throw off our internet. That's why they have, I love it, solar storm experts at NOAA to keep an eye on things. But that is very significant, so hopefully it kind of settles down for the holidays.
Yeah, I want to know the extent of these interferences that happened on Thursday.
Sure, it must not have been too bad.
Yes.
We'd hear about it. People with TikTok would be complaining.
Certainly.
Yes. Quick look outside, everyone. I'll have your first alert weather forecast. Get you started for this new week in my, forecast that's coming up later in the show.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is hinting that hostage talks could be back on after Israeli forces accidentally killed 3 hostages. And Customs and Border Protection is temporarily closing another crossing point from Mexico to the U.S. in order to process migrants.
Weekdays at 11, after The View.
You've got a date with Access Daily.
Food.
Food is good. All of it.
Self-improvement.
It's my all-time favorite thing.
And, of course, fun.
You don't know this is...
Plus, your favorite celebrities.
We got some new friends that join us. They're ready to party.
Access Daily.
Yep, it's the perfect date with a lot of great company. We've got you covered.
Then at noon, it's GMA3, what you need to know. Access daily, weekdays at 11 after The View on Apple Valley News Now.
Stacy Lee, her father's family homesteaded near Dayton more than 100 years ago. She moved to the Tri-Cities to start a career in broadcasting in the 90s and has called it home ever since. Stacy Lee, Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather. She's local.
Our local experience is the difference.
And on your side.
Weeknights on MeTV. Watch Andy Griffith at 8, The Beverly Hillbillies at 9, and Green Acres at 9:30.
MeTV for Yakima and the Tri-Cities. Broadcast channels 35.2 and 42.2 and on Spectrum Channel 182. Your Seahawks are back on Monday Night Football as the Philadelphia Eagles come to Seattle for a primetime NFC showdown. The Eagles battle the Hawks at 5. Then stay tuned for Apple Valley News Now primetime. It's all tonight.
Warp 1. Warp 2. Warp 3.
Can't this thing go any faster?
Maximum warp.
Warp into a galaxy of adventure. All Star Trek.
Only on Each and I on broadcast channels 35.3 in Yakima and 42.3 in the Tri-Cities.
Happy holidays from our family to yours.
Wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas from Apple Valley News Now.
Merry Christmas and thanks for watching.
Apple Valley News Now hopes you're having a very happy holiday season.
Meet Riley Fitzgerald.
He has been identified
She
as...
grew up in Richland, got her degree at Washington State, and now she has your back every day on Apple Valley News Now.
Live in Kennewick.
Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald. She's local and on your side.
Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is on a visit to Israel today to discuss the next phase in the war as Israel faces growing calls from other allies to negotiate another ceasefire. Multiple border crossings continue to be closed as Senate negotiators wrapped another evening of border negotiations Sunday without any major updates.
And out with the air stagnation, in with some shower activity and snow in the mountains. I'll get you prepared my First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Monday. We're a week away from Christmas. We're 2 weeks away from New Year's Day. My goodness.
It keeps getting faster.
We're running out of time. I got to meet Riley's cats over the weekend. That was fun.
They had a whole lot of fun. They were great with all the people and it was awesome.
Your kitty is about that big.
He's about 3.5 pounds.
Yes.
So small, so precious.
But so energetic and very curious and didn't get cranky.
No, and didn't get stepped on either.
That's good. But Plum is quick.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be stepping on him anytime soon. Quick look outside, everyone. Welcome to your week. It's a work week, school week, or maybe you have it off. I hope you have it off, but if you don't, we're going to get you ready for your day nonetheless. So we do have a little bit of shower activity rolling through. It's about over for Yakima. Still a little bit of rain there, a little bit of rain-snow mix for the Ellensburg area coming in and out, and maybe just a hint of rain-snow mix for the Blue Mountain region. So a little bit of shower activity out there this morning. So for our highs today, we're mostly in the mid to upper 30s. We're going to return to the lower 40s, it looks like, as we move along in our week, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow looks to be mid 40s for most of our city. So a little bit warmer. We do expect to see, after these morning showers, some late afternoon to early evening showers, and then overnight showers. Again, it will be in the form of rain for our cities, but we do expect to see some snow in the mountains and then the return of fog by Wednesday, though we're seeing some pretty heavy fog right now in the Pendleton area. So air stagnation ends this morning. Quick showers to talk about. Snow in the Cascades. All of your forecasts coming up in about 10 minutes.
Now to the war in the Middle East and the discovery of a massive tunnel not far from Israel's border with Gaza. It's raising even more questions about intelligence failures before the October attack by Hamas. Here's ABC's Allison Cossack.
This morning, Israel's military is revealing what it describes as Hamas's largest tunnel under Gaza. Nearly 2.5 miles long, large enough to drive a car through. Inside, IDF soldiers say they found weapons, even a rail system. ABC's Inez de la Cuatara was there.
You can see how deep this tunnel goes. This is something that would have taken years to build. The IDF saying this probably took millions of dollars.
Families of some of the Israeli hostages still held by Hamas are now camping outside Israeli military headquarters, demanding a new deal to release their loved ones. Their protests coming after Israeli forces accidentally killed 3 hostages Friday. A preliminary investigation found the 3 hostages left a building in an area of very intense fighting, carrying a stick with a white cloth. A soldier reportedly saw them as a threat and opened fire. Troops were ordered to stop firing, but another soldier shot and killed the 3rd hostage. Investigators say the men had written these signs outside the building, pleading for help, saying SOS and help 3 hostages, written on fabric using leftover food. It's unclear if the soldiers saw those signs. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin arrives in Israel today as the Biden administration pushes Israel to discuss a more targeted phase of the war that could better protect civilians in Gaza. Meanwhile, back in the U.S., amid a surge of anti-Semitism, synagogues and Jewish facilities in at least 19 states and Washington, D.C. received bomb threats yesterday, and hundreds of so-called swatting incidents have been reported in recent days. That's when someone reports a non-existing serious crime.
Swatting is not a prank or a joke. It's intended to disrupt, harass, cause fear.
The Biden administration wants Congress to pass his national security supplemental request, which has billions in funding for Ukraine, Israel, and U.S. border security. However, the package, which was introduced in October, remains at a standstill. President Joe Biden says providing more funds for Ukraine's war against Russia is necessary, to some extent because of the U.S.'s own national security. Republicans say they won't budge on the Ukraine support unless changes are made to the immigration process. Among the proposed changes discussed, increasing the credible fear standard for asylum seekers and boosting the use of a fast-track deportation procedure.
People in this country are furious at this open border crisis. It's why it's so imperative that the Senate and the House work with the president to come up with a national security package that puts the country above everything else.
In a pessimistic sign, 15 Republican senators are calling for a special conference to discuss the ongoing border talks in January. The Biden administration is taking steps to deal with the surge of migrants crossing the southern border into Texas. U.S. Customs and Border Protection announced Sunday it will temporarily suspend operations at the International Railway crossing bridges in Eagle Pass and El Paso, Texas. The agency says the temporary closing will allow Border Patrol agents to focus more on processing migrants who have already entered the country. More than 4,000 migrants crossed into Texas on Sunday alone. A Homeland Security official said the increase is straining federal resources. Jason Valentine is here with a look at your weather forecast.
Folks, welcome to Monday. We have a little bit of a change going on as the air stagnation moves out this morning. We have rain showers moving in. I'll get you ready for your Monday and your week ahead. My first alert weather forecast coming up.
We've reached the Christmas crunch time with only 1 week until the big day. When we come back, we'll hear from experts on the best gifts to buy at the last minute.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone from US Cellular.
She's here.
Then, give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
When you're looking for low maintenance and safety for you or your loved ones, Bath Fitter can help with our unique tub to shower conversion. There's no lengthy renovation. Bath Fitter is the only company that offers a patented seamless shower wall. And each Bath Fitter installation comes with a lifetime warranty. Bath Fitter's biggest sale of the year is on now. Contact us today for an appointment. We can be there as soon as tomorrow. Many jobs are being installed in less than 2 weeks at the lowest prices of the year.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
One good round deserves another at Zentel Creek Golf Club in Kennewick. Stay warm inside with state-of-the-art golf simulators, or book banquet space for your next family or professional event. Weekends liven up with select live music events throughout the season. Go to zentelcreek.com to find the list of live music options and make reservations for golf, dinner, drinks, and fun all year round.
Happy holidays from Queensgate Gardens. With family in town, it's time to decorate your tree. Visit Queensgate Gardens today to build your own Christmas ornaments. Tell Santa Claus what's on your list and create holiday memories that will last forever. For this season's holiday cheer, visit Queensgate Gardens.
If you're injured on the job, you need an experienced workers' comp attorney.
Workers' compensation is complex. It has its own laws, doctors, courts, and judges.
For years as an assistant attorney general, I represented labor and industries. Now, I fight for injured workers.
If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411, Bothwell and Hamill.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, Santa Claus is coming to town, and soon. Do you still need to buy presents for the friends and family on your list? Don't worry, ABC's Rena Roy brings us expert advice for last-minute gift shopping.
'Tis the season for gift giving, but don't worry if you put off your holiday shopping to the last minute, you still have options. Experts say digital gifts are great because you can cater to the receiver's interests, and you won't have to worry about whether you'll have it in time for Christmas Day.
For example, to Masterclass, perhaps Audible, perhaps to a screening service that they like to use. And then, of course, there's subscription boxes. They don't need to know that you ordered it at the very last minute. They're just going to be looking forward to those boxes arriving throughout the year.
Another fun digital present, a shout out from their favorite celebrity on Cameo.
That basically taps talents across, actors, musicians, athletes, and you can have them say a personalized message for your recipients.
Or you could book an experience for your loved one.
If there's a concert that, they really want to go to, or a sporting event or a team that they're rooting for, buying them those tickets, that'll be a very memorable experience.
If you're set on giving a physical gift, experts recommend actually going to a store to shop or choosing an item online that's eligible for in-store same-day pickup, and be flexible on the product and price.
You might not be able to price compare as much as you would. You might not be able to wait for something to go on sale because you simply don't have time. So sometimes you have to prioritize at the last minute based on whether something's going to arrive on time or whether it's in stock for you to get it at a store.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Starbucks stores in Washington may be impacted as the coffee chain has been accused of retaliation against unionization. A new complaint has been filed by the National Labor Relations Board, alleging Starbucks violated labor laws by closing union-organized stores, including multiple Seattle coffee shops. The NLRB is asking for an order that will force Starbucks to reopen several stores on the west side and offer workers their jobs back. Quaker Oats is recalling more than 2 dozen of its granola bars and granola cereal because the products may be contaminated with salmonella. Overall, the company is recalling 25 types of chewy bars, 10 types of granola bars, and 8 types of granola cereal. The products, some of which are pictured here, are sold throughout the United States. The company says if people have any of the products, they should throw them out immediately. Quaker says it has not received any reports of anyone getting sick. People should visit the company's website for more details on which products the company is recalling. Coming up, we'll take a look at which movies took over the box office this weekend. We'll have the numbers when we come back. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. That is next on Good Morning Northwest.
Snowshoeing on Fly the Northwest. Cap gave you local news at 6 Tuesday.
George and Heidi use Verizon for their mobile service. Dan and Tina have Spectrum Mobile. Both couples have 2 lines and both get unlimited data and nationwide 5G. But there's a big difference. With Verizon, George and Heidi pay way more.
That's too much.
Way too much.
Plus taxes.
And fees.
With Spectrum, Dan and Tina get 1 unlimited mobile line for $29.99 and their second line free. All with no added taxes and no hidden fees. Start saving way more. Visit SpectrumMobile.com, a Spectrum store, or call 844-517-2999 today. Dan and Tina save big. Over $1,500 in savings.
Really?
Spectrum Mobile has the fastest wireless speeds, and they get reliable coast-to-coast service with a connection they can count on. So George and Heidi, what do you think?
We're switching to Spectrum.
Switch to Spectrum Mobile and get 1 unlimited line for $29.99 and get your next line free for a year. Visit SpectrumMobile.com, a Spectrum store, or call 844-517-2999 today.
GMA 7A this week. We're counting down to Christmas with Patrick Dempsey, Emma Stone, Hannah Waddingham, Brandy, and the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, all live. Plus, here come our ugly sweaters on
Good Morning, America.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account. I get paid every time I buy something. It's like a tip for me.
Wait, a tip for shopping?
Oh, yeah.
But how much can you really save?
Yeah, I mean... Whoa. Yeah, shopping's my superpower.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
When Fred's advertises it, we've got it. Fred's warehouses are loaded with inventory. When your fridge stops working, you need a new one, and you need it now. Fred's has them in stock. The box stores never have this much inventory on hand. You can wait weeks for delivery. At Fred's, get your new appliance the next day. Fred's always has the guaranteed lowest price and shows you competitors' prices on our price tags. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
There's still time to save with Bi-Mart's latest Christmas savings book posted at BuyMart.com. There's 20 pages of great store-wide savings, including everything you need for the holidays. At Bi-Mart, our members save more every day.
Tonight, after football, the Tri-Cities Mental Health and Addiction Center.
So right now we're looking at the end of 2025 to open the doors.
Find out why it's still about 2 years away from opening. Apple Valley News Now prime time tonight after the Eagles-Seahawks game. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Hope you've had a great weekend and a nice morning so far. Pretty calm conditions, but we're seeing a little bit of shower activity in places. Little rain-snow mix going through Ellensburg, still above the freezing level there, though, so that's good news. And some shower activity rumbling through Yakima, Toppenish. That's about to move on, and most of the shower activity in the Mid-Columbia and the Blues is very loose, so you could see a quick little shower or two. We do have shower activity, though, returning later on today. So we have a winter weather advisory for the eastern slopes of the Cascades. Snow around an inch. Ice is possible. That's from 1 o'clock today until 1 o'clock tomorrow. So if you're traveling over the west side today, do take care. Keep an eye on current conditions. So on our Futurecast, we do expect to see shower activity returning as we get to our middle of our afternoon hours, pretty widespread, and then persisting in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley areas. Could see a little rain snow mix there as we're heading past sundown. So as that moves continually to the north, we're going to see some scattered showers overnight, then a little bit more sustained around 3 a.m. Then that will be about it as we look to clear up on Tuesday, but it does look like fog is going to return on our Wednesday. So a lot of weather going on. So possible rain into Tuesday, and just to show you how much the coast is going to be getting, quite a lot of heavy showers there. And then we'll be seeing just a scant amount, but still a little bit of rainfall is on the way. So current visibility, 10% in Pendleton, 70% in Hermiston. Other than that, our areas are looking all right so far this morning. Again, should be fine tomorrow for most of our cities, but Wednesday we could have widespread fog. Our air stagnation advisory comes to an end at 10 a.m. today, so that could return by Wednesday. But our air quality hasn't taken too much of a hit. We're mostly in the good zone this morning, so very good news that it didn't take too much of a toll. Wind speed very light right now. My goodness, that's almost nominal throughout our areas. As we move along in the rest of our week, though, we're going to see winds pick up slightly. So our temperatures right now, we're either at, like the Blues, at the freezing mark or just above it. So a chilly morning, but still above that freezing level. And we're going to be right around our average as we move into our next week ahead. So that does mean, yes, into Christmas itself, a week from today. So temperatures just very average as they have been. So winter solstice is in 3 days. Thursday evening, we switch into winter. Christmas Day a week away, New Year's Day 2 weeks away, a fortnight away to 2024. So our highs today, mid to upper 30s, pretty much across the board, maybe a lower 40 for Hanford. Other than that, we're in those mid to upper 30s across the board. For Yakima, 7-day forecast, morning showers, then possible fog returning Wednesday, and then Friday looking at possibly a little bit of shower activity there. Overnight lows just above the freezing level for at least the work week, cooling down into our holiday weekend. Tri-Cities area, lower 40s, upper 30s for the week ahead. Morning showers tomorrow, showers possible on Friday. Overnight lows below the freezing mark starting Saturday late night. And Walla Walla, mid to maybe even upper 40s tomorrow to upper 30s for our week ahead. Looks like overnights will take a hit over our weekend. For today, some slight showers this morning, a little bit more shower activity, especially in the Yakima, Kittitas Valley areas in the evening hours and overnight. And then we'll be drying up for most of the rest of the week, but fog returning possibly on Wednesday.
A new movie topped the box office this weekend. Rick Damigella reveals which one in our top 5 countdown.
Trolls Band Together slipped to 5th place this weekend on ticket sales of $4 million, while Godzilla Minus One stomped back to 4th place with $4.9 million. Just ahead of it, The Boy and the Heron landed in 3rd with $5.2 million.
The Hunger Games, they're to punish the districts. Those tributes don't have a choice.
The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, held on to 2nd place this weekend, adding $5.8 million to its domestic total, which now stands at $145 million.
In chocolate maker.
The best chocolate in the world.
Ooh. Wonka wins weekend. The Willy Wonka origin story wrapped up its first place win with $39 million. That's just at the domestic box office. Variety reports the movie's worldwide total now sits at just over $151 million. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
When we come back, it was the beginning of American Revolution and one of the defining moments in our country's history, as hundreds of people gathered on Saturday to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Boston Tea Party.
Hit it, Santa! This is the wow moment.
The whole shebang.
You are the champions of the Great Christmas Light Parade!
Before the tree was trimmed, before the stockings were hung, and yes, even before Thanksgiving, it was already home. At McCurley, we know it's the people, traditions, and memories that make this season bright. And that's why we're here, because a vehicle is more than just a vehicle. It's also one of the ways you bring the holidays home.
Find your way home in a new Subaru from McCurley Subaru during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
All right, so my job here is the food and beverage executive chef. I've been here 10 years. Started off here as an entry-level cook. I was given the opportunity to step into the executive chef role, which is the position that I'm in. I've been in that position for about 6 years now, almost. What I do here, I handle not so much the day-to-day operations, but everything that goes into the menu planning, the SOPs for all of the cooks, recipes, ensuring all the recipes are all the same, the consistency, the vision of the food and beverage department as far as the aesthetics, what is it going to look like, what does the food preparation look like. We have everything from catering, fast food, employee meals, which is a cafeteria style setting, and then obviously our bread and butter, what we do, a buffet here at Legends. What we like to do here is try to keep our team members happy, try to be versatile with them, try to be flexible, whatever needs that they may have. We try to accommodate. We do have childcare here on property, so if somebody needs to drop their kids off at childcare, that option's always there. You could come into our department with no experience at all, but we're gonna show you how to hold a knife, we're gonna show you how to cut vegetables, we're gonna show you how to cut meat, we're gonna show you how to use all the equipment. Is the comfort of knowing that I'm gonna have my consistent 40 hours a week. And that goes from everywhere from a dishwasher all the way up to my position. It's another benefit of working here at Legends. I like to think of it more as a career rather than a job.
The holidays are here, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your holiday gathering needs. Whole turkeys, fully cooked and perfectly seasoned, just heat and serve. Turkey breasts, deliciously smoked or oven roasted. Or our famous slow-cooked spiral-cut hams, hand-glazed and caramelized to perfection. Complete your feast with one of our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard in the Planet Fitness Shopping Center. Or call 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Seasonal Affective Disorder Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health.
All right, folks, let's head closer to home. Again, pretty calm this morning. We did have a little bit of shower activity move through many of our areas, a little bit more for Yakima and the Ellensburg areas, but we're looking at more shower activity later on today. So afternoon to early evening showers, cool and cloudy for the bulk of your day, staying in the mid to upper 30s for most of our cities. Same for the Yakima Valley. So cool, cloudy, and middle of your afternoon, early evening showers. Upper 30s for the Mid-Columbia. Let's take a look at those blues. Look at Boardman.
42, that is a hot spot across the board.
I know, Boardman's coming through. So Athena, though,
32.
your high is at 32, my
and
goodness.
Pilot Rock.
So you don't have to travel too far for strange temperatures. I'll have much more in my first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Well, thousands of people gathered in Boston Saturday to mark what was to become the start of the American Revolution.
We, of course, are talking about the Boston Tea Party. Lauren Herafelli reports.
It was 250 years ago when a protest sparked the start of a new nation. And it all happened right here in Boston, Massachusetts, when tea was tossed into the harbor. The Boston Tea Party took place on December 16, 1773, as an act of defiance after the passing of the Tea Act by the British Parliament granted the East India Trading Company a monopoly on tea sales in the American colonies. More than 2 centuries later, the city of Boston is commemorating the protest and celebrating its place in American history.
This is one of the really great reenactments and historical events in America.
The day consisted of reenactments, history lessons, and a reminder of what protests can accomplish, organized in part by educational programming group Revolutionary Spaces.
We're going to see folks like Samuel Adams and John Hancock talking to folks like Francis Roach about whether or not the tea can or will be unloaded on December 16, 1773, and then what to do about it.
The final events of the day included a march from the Meeting House to the Boston Harbor. For the moment, thousands of spectators waited for patiently.
Well, this is a historical night. 250 years we're celebrating Boston. How exciting is that?
And for local Boston families with lives rooted in history, the anniversary felt even more special.
We had a blast, family event, and we were planning on this for a long time because we knew how exciting it would be. The events were super well orchestrated, and it was just a hoot.
I support anything that's a hoot.
250 years is
Yes.
a big anniversary.
It is. We're going to start to see everything from the Revolutionary War to our independence, to the Declaration of Independence, and then finally with the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, yada, yada. So we're going to have 250-year anniversary